the journey clearly wasn't an easy one.
Mm-hmm.
It was tortuous, it was long, it was turbulent, it was stormy.
Yeah.
However, sometimes when people go through storms, they develop certain skills, abilities, talents. They discover. For a lot of people, it's a moment of discovery. Would you say that it was a moment of discovery for you both? And what were you able to discover? So, what is the one thing that you were able to discover first about yourselves and then about your partner?
Thank you for that question. Let me start by saying what I was able to discover about myself. Um, Number one, I never knew that I could be this patient, because IVF journey, you have to be patient. All your procedures have to be at a particular time. Sometimes you're ready for a procedure, but your body is not ready. And then they have to postpone that. So there's nothing you can do. You can't be angry at the doctors. They can't do that. So I had to just relax and okay, cancel, that's fine. So I discovered that, I don't get upset when I don't have access to what I need right now. It's okay, it's fine. Because the old journey for almost 15 years taught me patience. And I think another thing it taught me was it helped my faith. It increased my faith in so many ways. Because if God could answer this prayer for almost 14, 15 years, then honestly, most times when I go through things right now, I just tell myself, is it up to 14, 15 years? No. But I know that nothing by God's grace I will never wait, will never have to wait for that long again.
Amen.
But I just tell myself, how long have you been waiting? 1 month, 2 months? Oh, it's going to come. So it just gives me this confidence in God that you know what? It will come. Surely it will come. It may tarry, but it will come. So those are the two things I discovered about myself. And then about Shagun, I would say that over the years, it became a better listener. Before maybe we didn't really have to, he didn't really have to like listen to me fully because everything was all right at the initial phase. But over the years, when I become, so many times I'll become so moody and I just don't feel like doing anything. And then he has to, ask me what is happening, what is wrong with you. And sometimes I just don't want to say anything, but he hangs around. Just okay, if you're ready to talk. So to me, I think he became a better listener, and that I really appreciate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Vakola, and thank you, Bonjibola, for that question. So, what have I discovered about myself in the course of this journey? A couple of things. Let me start with. I think the obvious is the fact that I never knew that I had what it would take. So, to write a book, I know I'd always sort of found some passion in writing, but I thought my writing was limited to just scientific writing, but I didn't know that I could be in a position where I would be writing a memoir, and particularly, honestly, I think I enjoyed it. It took a while, but honestly speaking, that's something that was hidden in me that I didn't even know I had the ability to do. But besides for the journey itself, just like Bukola said, it taught us to learn patience. I'm not a particularly patient person, everything prior to this in my life had been, before I ask, I get, I don't have to wait, but these, the ability to be patient, to be able to patiently wait on God, and these is one lesson that we've learned, and we've learned in a very in a very good way, I would say. Then the ability to be able to connect with my spouse. Many times I she's saying something with her body, but her mind wants something else. And the ability to be able to connect that, okay, even though Bokola is saying no, I don't want you to be here, but actually she wants me to be there. So those are the things that I didn't know before. So and this is very important for especially for men that that when you try to support your wives through the IVF journeys. Many times because of all the hormonal medications that they are being pumped in, they can't even tell you what exactly they want or they need. But the ability to be able to know and be there for them, even when it looks as if they're trying to physically push you away, they don't mean that. So it's that ability to be patient with them, to be able to absorb them, to be able to hold their arms when you can, and all of that. So that really helps a lot. So and finally, I would say, it's the tenacity of of um of praying together, of not being unawares of the spirituality of the things that we do. In as much as science is really important and we leverage on science, we also did leverage on the things of faith as well. So these are the lessons that I've learned, things I've discovered myself. Before Bukola and I got married, we were already Christians. We were Christians that we were not particularly very if you told us about that one dream, we were not that weren't weren't deep to the point where we believe some. But now, after going through all of these with everything that I have seen, we believe that prayers work, fasting works. Spirituality matters. The things that you see in dreams that you have to pray about matters. So these are the things that we have learned. In the course of this journey. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
About Bukola,
Yes.
it's the fact that I don't know how she does it or she did it since in the past now, but the ability for her to be able to take in all the pain and to still be able to function, it's something that I will never understand, honestly speaking. And I really appreciate that, and I continue to thank God for her, for the grace that God has given her to her to be able to take all those things and to still remain, wholesome as she is. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Hearing from both of you, one of the things that I'm thinking about is the song by Whitney Houston that says that I didn't know my own strength. She said, I lost touch with my soul. I had nowhere to turn. I had nowhere to go. I lost sight of my dream. I thought it would be the end of me. I thought I'd never make it through. I had no hope to hold on to. I thought I would break. I didn't know my own strength. I crashed down and I tumbled, but I did not crumble. I got through all the pain. I didn't know my own strength. I survived my darkest hour. My faith kept me alive. I picked myself back up, hold my head up high. I was not built to break. I didn't know my own strength. I found hope in my heart. I found the light to light. My way out of the dark. Found all that I need here inside of me. So, many times we never know how strong we are until being strong is the only option that we have. And I think it's particularly important that I also, highlight at this moment that it's no disregard or disrespect to anyone whose strength has failed. Because I'm sure that you would agree that there were times that your strength failed. But you decided again together as a unit to pick yourself back up again. I always say something, I'm sure I've said it before, but I'll say it again. The journey may seem tough. It may seem like, what you're looking for is not within your reach, but never let your spirit break. Because again, if you notice what Bukola said, and, in my own line of work, if your mind is not ready, no matter how much you think your body is ready, it won't take. So your mind listens to you. I was listening to you when you're talking about that experience of speaking to the baby. It was you, trying to calm down, of course, speaking the word, declaring, settling it in the spiritual realm, but also taking care of your mind and your body. And so thank you for sharing, how much you learned, not just about yourselves, but about each other as well. To anyone who may be listening and, who is struggling with a difficulty, again, the weight is different for different people. For some, it's the weight of the child. For some, the weight of a job. For some, the weight of a partner. For some, the weight of a promotion. We're all at different phases and in our lives. There's a quote that I like that says that everyone is going through something that you know nothing about. So be kind. Because we're all on our journeys. But, today I just want to ask you both, to the people listening to you, who are walking in your shoes, the shoes that you have walked, and that by the grace of God you've been able to successfully navigate. What message of hope would you want to leave for them? Thank you.
Thank you once again for that question. Like you mentioned, that people wait differently for things. Yeah, it might not be a baby, it might be just anything, a job, a promotion. And what I would advise that you do while waiting is stay prayerful and get busy. I don't say because I want a promotion or I want to get a job, and then because of that you lose yourself in the waiting. No, don't waste while you're waiting. Get busy. I can remember while I was waiting for this baby, 2021, I just told myself, you know what, let me do something for myself. And I picked up a form for my master's program. I started that in January 2021, and then I completed it in 2023. Because now the baby is here, I can't even pick up a book. I can remember trying to write an exam a few months back. I struggled to write that exams. I really struggled. It was very hard for me, and it was just one exam. So talking about doing a master's program, I wouldn't even pick up that form. So while you're waiting, do something you love to do. Be passionate about something else. Don't just put all your energy into what you're waiting for, because it will tire you out. Yeah, in fact, when that thing you're waiting for comes, you won't even have the energy to enjoy it. So, get busy while waiting and just trust God that He makes everything beautiful in His own time. Yes, He makes everything beautiful. Over the weekend, I was going through some files, and guess what I found? I found the twin pregnancy scans that we had in 2019, or was it? Yeah, I can't remember. Was it 2021 or so? And I saw the scans when everything was fine. And I just smiled. I'm like, I thought I trashed this a long time ago. But look at it now. Now we have our baby. Yes, and I know, we don't have a twin, but I can tell you that I actually love having just him, not a twin at this point in time. So it makes everything beautiful in His time, like I said. So just hold on, keep praying, and get busy. That's what I would advise you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bukola. So, what message would I want to leave with our viewers? Not to repeat what Bukola said, and I really support what Bukola said. Do everything she said. Diversify your life. Don't make it about just what you're waiting for. Beyond that, as well, it's important to know that waiting is a calling. When you are waiting for something, most of the times that thing you're waiting for is bigger than you, is much more than you, the waiter. So it's almost like a vessel. You're like a vessel that needs to birth something that is bigger than you. Think about it that way. And when you do that, it occurs to you that you you are privileged actually to be chosen to wait. Think about most of the children that were waited on the Bible, and think about their parents, from Mary to, sorry, the wife of Anna, Sarah, Zachariah. You know, they were all prepared vessels, so to speak. So it's not easy to be that vessel. Nobody asks to be that vessel. Nobody wants to be that vessel. But when it comes to you, when that call comes upon you, and you take it with honor and you try to do the best you can. The truth is, many are called, but few are chosen. Many people will not see this through, honestly speaking. But once you realize that you're on that call for this journey, and you make up your mind that I'm going to make the best of it, usually God helps you. Actually, when you ask for help, He helps. So to acknowledge these, there are people that have waited way beyond what we have waited for. There are people that we met on this waiting journey, and as we speak today, they are still waiting. We salute them. we celebrate them. They are heroes, and we pray that which they're waiting for, we eventually come to them. There are people that didn't wait for as long as we did, but we don't take anything away from them. Your waiting could be 1 year. It doesn't have to be 15 years like ours. It's still a waiting, and we acknowledge you and we celebrate you as well. So irrespective of the time where you are in your waiting period, know that you are called and there is an expectation of you, and it's to bring it to an end. And as you lean on God for these, He will help you. He will help you. Whatever it is at your disposal, if it's science, if it's medical expertise that is needed, please leverage on those things. They can work side by side to complement each other.